This is it. Maya's trial. We were finally able to make some headway in this case. Seems like they're trying to accuse her of that other incident too. We're dealing with one tough customer. The real culprit is a witch. That much I'm certain of. But the question is, who? I think I know the answer. The butler did it. Jean Grey Earl. If they think I'm gonna let them take Maya, they've got another thing coming. So there you go, there's your recap. The butler did it. But the thing is, we were talking about, is Jean really a guy? And then we kinda came to the conclusion that Jean Grey Earl is not. Jean Grey Earl be sus. Butler do be sus though. Let's move on with the game, shall we? So right now we've reached a halfway point. We reached a checkpoint. So that's where we are right now. So it's gotta be that, young butler? I know what you're thinking. Oh wait, there's a Layton in the background. Do you see it? Do you see Layton back there? I don't know. Can you tell Layton is there? I can't tell myself. All I know is that this place looks a bit more fancy. I couldn't quite believe it at first either. But the evidence and circumstances all point to the butler. He or she has to be the witch. At least. It'll be certain if the magic gem turns out to be a fake. Ah, come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Hello, Citrix. Welcome to the stream. But if that's the case, then Belduke's murderer was also... Yeah, it would be Grey Earl. No, it can't be true. He wouldn't have done that. Espella? I know Jean. He held Sir Belduke in the greatest of respect. Jean didn't kill him, I'm sure of it. Jean Grey Earl, are you really what people think you are? There are still so many unknown factors in this trial. Oh, Luke. Your professor is still, golden. It's Luke. I'm sorry, Maya. What I did is unforgivable. What are you saying, Luke? All you did was testify about what you saw. But I should have trusted you. Well, you trust us now, right? Maya. Anyway, Luke, it was thanks to you that we discovered new information. Thanks to me? Sure, you got Cracker to testify. That was a great idea. I wish I could talk to animals. Don't you too, Espella? I mean, we did talk to a parrot before, right? Oh yes, I'd love to have a chat with you, Eve. So Luke, will you teach us how to do it, pretty please? Yeah, of course, I can try. Yay, that's a promise, right? Imagine next chapter, Maya talks to animals to find out the murderer. Maya talks to the pigeons in the park. Mr. Wright? What is it, Luke? Do you mind if I join you from now on? Not at all, Luke. I realized during the trial that in this strange town, even what you see with your own eyes may not be real. That's why I'm not giving up yet. Professor, I know he'll return. We can't give up hope. You know, that's what I've been thinking too. Really? Hello, Box Boy. I have a feeling he'll reappear again when we get into trouble and help us out. Imagine throughout the whole case, we're in trouble. The golden statue's like, You hear it moving and shaking, and then it starts cracking like an egg. And then Layton bursts from the golden egg and like, I've escaped from the golden interior of death. I've escaped death just to come back for you guys. I mean, if that's what happens in the game, I'd be really surprised. Because, I mean, it's the professor we're talking about here. Right. And remember what he always says. Look forward to the future. Always look on the bright side. I'm looking at the bright side right now. He's pretty dang bright. I don't think it was the professor who said that. I need to stream this game more. I stream this once a week. I only stream 4 times a week. I got so many games to play. Defender accused. The intermission's over. Return to the courtroom. Everybody's shocked. Let's go. It's time to bring this trial to a close. Oh, I have something for you, Mr. Wright. Here, please take it. Maybe it'll come in handy in the trial. A letter, huh? Let's see who it's from. Wait, Newton Belduke? There were several sheets of parchment inside, but they're all blank. The professor and I got this when we went to the store. The professor and I got this when we went to see the storyteller. Thank you, Luke. The more info we have, the better. And the more cool air I get, the better. I'm burning up. Alright, there we go. I do apologize. My allergies are really acting up today, so I need to really cool up, otherwise I'm gonna start sneezing like crazy. You're welcome. Alright, so now we got a blank letter. No, Pixel Dog, that was not the Smash invitation. I'm sorry. Phoenix Wright is not in Smash. Yet. I've got no proof that it was Jean Greyero who turned the professor into gold. Even if the magic gem is a fake, it's still not decisive evidence. I don't know what will happen next, but I do know this battle's far from over. It's just that I would love to stream more, but I can only do 4 times a week, otherwise I'm burned out. And what game would I take down for this? I got Pokemon Snap coming out on Friday. I'm streaming that on Friday. I'm looking forward to Pokemon Snap. We will now resume the trial of Maya Fey. First things first, the occult crime analyst have finished examining the evidence. They have tested the 2 magic gems from the Witch's Scepter. Gold ore floated on the surface of the water, whereas Familia sank. Also, the gold one worked, but Familia did not. It was said that genuine magic gems float in pure water, wasn't it? Thus has been established that the Familia magic gem is a fake. Oh, maybe the gem that Jean Greyero has is real. Order in court. This does not prove that gold ore was used, of course. Nonetheless, the defense's theory does now seem more plausible. The court considers it worth looking into. You have no objection to that, do you, Inquisitor Barnum? By the way, chat, how's the audio? Audio A-okay? No, my lord. Alright, now we got 1 gem as a fake and gold door is real. Now then, bring in the witness. Alright, who are the witnesses this time? Oh, it's Jean Greyero? Look at him being all smug. Witness, name your name and profession. My name is Jean Greyero. I served the late Master Belduke. Since his death, I've been tending to his dwelling and putting his research materials in order. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something a bit different about Greyero today. Yep, he's being very sus right now, am I right? Witness, there is something we need to clarify first of all. As you are no doubt aware, you have been accused of being a witch. This is where things get crazy? Therefore, it is vital that you tell us. Are you a boy or a girl? Oh, please hold on. Why? What is it? Excuse my rudeness, my lord, but at this time, I do not intend to answer that question. Oh. Huh? Why do you refuse to answer, witness? I had been following this trial from the gallery, and so I'm fully aware of the utterly absurd accusations made against me. Alchemy, the art pursued by Master Belduke, is concerned with the rules and logic that govern nature. As someone who had been helping Master Belduke for quite some time, I dare say your theory is both illogical and impossible.
Objection!
Say what? The Witch's Scepter was thrown into the crime scene through a portal created by the magic spell Godor. That portal could only have been opened from your room. And what's more, one of the walls in your room is painted green. I believe anyone is free to paint their walls in whichever color they please. Besides, your theory relies on one magic gem being a fake. While that may have been proven true, another question has arisen. Where could the genuine magic gem be? Wait, wasn't he wearing a gem before? He's wearing a gem. It's off his person. It must have been swapped with the fake one and discarded somewhere. I'm afraid that's impossible. Why? If we assume, as you have claimed, that the witch used the spell Godor, that would mean the magic gem must have been swapped after creating the portal. So tell me, when and where would the witch have disposed of the magic gem? I see your point. Several people paid witness to the incident, and the Knights of the Inquisition arrived at the scene immediately after. During that time, no one left the building and the whole place was meticulously searched. Naturally, my room was searched as well, although there was not much to see as I have few personal belongings. If they smash that vase, he will go crazy. Despite our inspection, nothing resembling a magic gem was found. I assure you, we have not overlooked anything. I would swear to it on my honor as a knight. Well, what if Jean Greyhold swallowed it? What if he just thought it was a Jolly Rancher and went, whoa? I mean, if I had to hide a magic gem, where would I hide it? Whoa. It would pierce my insides, but that's a way to hide it, right? So, Mr. Wright, if you wish to accuse me of being a witch, did you not first prove that there is a connection between me and this missing magic gem? Furthermore, I would appreciate it if you could please approach the matter in a rational way, like an alchemist. Like a Full Metal Alchemist. The house was searched very soon after the crime. If the gem wasn't found, then it means Greyhold hid it somewhere. Somewhere the Knights of the Inquisition would not have looked. Where could it be? So if they searched everywhere, but they did not mention searching Grey Earl herself. The witness has made a valid argument. How will the defense respond? The knights who searched Sir Belduc's premises weren't looking for a magic gem. That's why there was a certain place they didn't consider searching. Interesting, you really don't give up easily, do ya? Have you played any of my games, Barnum? No, you have not? Ah, time to strike. In that case, perhaps you can tell us all where the magic gem is. In the study, Greyhold's room. I'm pretty sure they didn't check Greyhold's possession. I'm gonna choose that one. Sir Belduc's premises were thoroughly searched. I don't think anything would have been missed there. You anticipated that, and that's why you hid it in a blind spot that you knew wouldn't occur to the knights. A blind spot, you say? Well, where is it? It's somewhere on Jean Greyhold's person. What? It's on the witness? Don't tell me the witness has it in their pocket. You're just guessing, aren't you? You think you could just say anything you like. Hey, Alex Gamer, how do you do? By the way, I'm afraid there are no pockets in my clothing. Okay, can I just say, like, okay, this proves that Grey Earl could be a woman because you know how women's pockets are. They don't exist. This used to have a pocket, but the pocket went so deep. But then there's like women pockets and they open up the zipper and it's nothing. There's no pocket. It's just fashion. Give everybody pockets. Everybody needs pockets. By the way, I'm afraid there are no pockets in my clothing. This is the second time I've seen Grey Earl today, and both times I've had a feeling that something wasn't quite right. Maybe it's just me, but it could be related to the whereabouts of the magic gem. Defense, show us the location of the magic gem. Where do you think this witness hid the magic gem on the day of the crime? Oh wait, I gotta search here? Inside your face, in your hair. Wait. So, I know that Grey Earl had a gem before. Grey Earl had a gem. I'm pretty sure Grey Earl must have, you know, shoved it in, like, the necklace, the chain in. I'm gonna say the neck area. Right there, in the mouth. It's hidden somewhere around here.
Objection!
There you go again. This is not leading anywhere. It's just another meaningless wild guess. Did you even pause to think before pointing at that spot? Oh, even my frivolous quip that's in its witness... Oh, even my even my quip that it's in the witness's pocket was a better suggestion than yours. Really? Women's pants have no pockets so they can sell more purses. Well, Stevie, how many purses do you have? I would just like to remind you that there were no pockets on my attire. Ah! Wait, what? But Mr. Wright, even if it's hidden somewhere in Grail's person, I think it'd be a bit difficult to pinpoint that location now. Yeah, it would. In normal circumstances, anyway. Huh? But it's not like we don't have anything to go on this time. Grail's outfits has subtly changed since last time, and maybe I think I had it right, but... Maybe I just chose the wrong location. I went around the... I probably should be like, here? Wait, hold on a second. Do you see that bump right there? There's a bump right there. Why did I go up here when literally there's a bump right there? I think Grail needs to get that checked out. There's a bump right there. Witness? We met for the first time at Sir Belduke's premises. At that time, you had an amethyst attached to your collar. Wait, there was also a bump there too. Oh, that's right, Mr. Grail always wears that gemstone. Alchemists believe that amethysts emit positive energy. I need an amethyst. Can someone send over an amethyst to me so I can be positive for once? Amethysts are purple. But when I saw you in the waiting room this morning, you had no amethyst. Oh, it's green. The gemstone you were wearing was green, not purple. Hold on a second. Oh, the amethyst is the real gem. I gotcha. So all we gotta do is throw Grey Earl into the water. Right? Throw Grey Earl into the water and see all the gems float up. So my question now is, where has it gone? Where is that amethyst that you supposedly always wear?
Objection!
Wait just a minute. The witness wears a purple gemstone? Is something amiss, Inquisitor Barnum? When we arrived at the crime scene, the witness came out to meet us. And? I recall the witness wearing a gemstone, but that gemstone was green! It's a mood stone! It changes with the mood! Green amethysts aren't green, although amateurs sometimes mistake Paracial light for amethyst, but that's irrelevant now. Witness, you've been trying to pin the blame on the defendant. In order to do that, you replaced the gold door magic gem with a regular gemstone. We thought the witch who killed Sir Belduke had used the spell Familia. You know that if a witch's scepter with the Familia and gold door magic gems attached was discovered at this crime scene, the suspect would be accused of committing both crimes, and that's precisely what happened. The girl captured at the crime scene was accused of slaying both Sir Belduke and Sir Layton. That was your plan. You removed the gold door magic stone from the scepter and inserted your amethyst in its place. And then, you attached the gold door gem to your collar! That's why, when we saw you shortly after the incident, you were wearing a green gemstone. To think that was in fact a magic gem! How come Grey Earl's just like this?
Order! Order!
Oh, we got voices now.
Is that true?
Is that true? Grey Earl?
This amounts to nothing more than conjecture. I do not believe you have any solid proof.
Oh, Grey Earl's just putting up oh, you don't have proof. I did it, but you have no proof.
However, I have to concede that you have surmised a logical connection between me and the missing magic gem. Consequently, I am prepared to answer your questions.
Hey, time to get some questions answered. So I guess it's testimony
repeat
time.
what I asked you previously. Witness,
Oh, is it time
state
for
your name, profession, and finally, your gender.
the first time we got to know a gender in court? Imagine every case starts off with state your name, profession, and gender. Especially gender, please.
My name is
That'd be kind of rude.
Jean Grail. I have been serving the late Master Belduke. As you can see, I wear a butler's outfit. But the truth is, as the defense claims, I am a girl.
Oh wow, sudden voice change. As you can see, I am a girl. Hello, not. Oh no! Hair reveal!
A girl?
She's gorgeous! I can't believe it.
What? The butler is a girl?
Girl? The butler is a girl? Wow, what a shock. This will make the news for ages. Order in the court. Jean Guerrero, are you declaring to this court that you are in fact female? A female tamale? Yes. But everyone in town was under the impression that you are a boy. Did you hear that? The butler's a girl. Doesn't that make her a maid? I knew there was something sus about him. I mean, her. You know why, right? Think about it. All that alchemy. That's mighty sus. Just listen to them. Listen to the wild gossip and accusations. Alchemists pursue knowledge of the rules that govern nature. But to the townspeople, alchemy is no different to magic. Had they known I was a girl, they would have taken me for a witch. That's what Master Belduke was worried about. He told me it would be safer to pretend to be a boy. In other words, you disclose that you're a female but deny you're a witch. I would have thought that was obvious. She knew that once her gender came into question, she wouldn't have been able to conceal it. That's why she's made this public now. It was the most rational choice for her. Hello, Firebrand, how do you do? Inquisitor Barnum, may I ask you one question? Has all the evidence in this Golden Gentleman case already been presented? Why do you ask? As it stands, you do not have a single piece of evidence proving that I am a witch. Given the lack of pertinent evidence against me, I would like to be permitted to return to my duties. What say you, Inquisitor Barnum? It has been proven that the two gems were swapped. However, it may also have been possible for the accused to have done so.
Objection!
Maya had no reason to swap the gems. This is a place of judgment. There is no need for us to understand the reasons behind a criminal's actions. Huh? After all, those whom we judge are otherworldly creatures. They are witches. It is impossible for a human being to understand the reasoning of a witch. Is there nothing we can do? At this rate, Maya will be... Barnum still thinks Maya's a witch. We made it this far and yet it feels like we're back at stage 1. It seems there are no more rational arguments against me. Now, if you kindly excuse me... I don't have much on Grey Earl when it comes to the professor's case. But should I just let her go? Wait to see what happens, continue questioning, ask about another case? What if I choose that one? There's nothing else I can follow up on regarding the professor's case. So what can I do? There's only one other option. Miss Grey Earl, I have to ask you to remain at the witness stand. Is there something else you wish to ask me? Your testimony is not over yet. There's still something you need to tell us about. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I cannot help you. I have told you all I could about this incident. And I'm afraid you've got the wrong idea, Miss Grey Earl. Your Honor, what this witness needs to testify about is not the professor's unfortunate incident, but rather the incident from 3 months ago, namely Sir Belduke's death. As she was present in the building at the time, working as a live-in butler, she needs to testify about the events of that day. About Sir Belduke's death? Oh, we're going deeper into this case. It's like the DL6 incident all over again, but not as dark. Sorry, chat, allergies. The fact that one of the magic gems was swapped leads me to a single conclusion. Both crimes, the murder of Sir Belduke and the transmutation of the professor, were the work of the same witch. The truth behind the alchemist's death may also hold the answer to this case. What is your opinion on this, Inquisitor Barnum? I will allow you to have your way this time, Sir Blue Knight. The Inquisition has no objections. Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum, it seems you have lost that unyielding attitude so admired by the townspeople. Here you are now letting a novice defender lead you by the nose. It is hard to believe that you have been known as the unwavering sword of justice for your usually cool-headed judgment, and then he met me. You know little about me, witness. Do you think I care about defending my name? It is this town that I wish to defend. Sir Belduke's murder is the only case to have remained unsolved for so long. Barnum is the man. Jean Grey Earl, you shall now testify about it. There's Layton in the background just still going this. It's always the prosecution to always help me out, right? It's always the prosecution. Now, even Barnum's like, you know what? We're finding out the truth. As demanded by both the defense and Inquisition, the witness will testify about Sir Belduke's death. Any questions? No, my lord. I must, however, mention one more thing before we begin. If it cannot be proven that Jean Grey Earl is a witch, as claimed by the defense, the court will irrevocably, how do you pronounce that? The court will irrevocably, I can't even pronounce that right. The court will consider my affair irrevocably. I said it. The court will irrevocably consider Maya Fey to be the witch responsible for both crimes. Why does this game have tough language? Do I understand irrevocably? Is that understood? I did it! Gold star? Yay! I learned a word! You have no choice, Sir Blue Knight. If you don't want the trial to end right now, I'm about to sneeze. Ready your sword and face the challenge that awaits. Hold on. Chat, don't you just hate those moments when you gotta sneeze but it won't come out? But the opponent is a real witch. It's a gamble that puts Maya's life at stake.
Nick?
Don't talk, Maya. You're gonna be thrown into the fire. Maya?
No witch is gonna outwit you in court. You're an ace attorney after all.
She said the name! She said Ace Attorney!
So, let's do it!
And then she gets thrown into the fire for speaking out of line. The defense accepts the conditions. Let's proceed with the trial. Yeah, but imagine anybody else in the game being like, you will understand what I'm saying right now. Inquisitor Barnum, you may begin. But words do be hard, though. We shall start with a brief summary of the incident. About 3 months ago, in the dead of night, Sir Belduc the Alchemist was murdered. Aw, it's just Edgeworth taking a nap. The crime took place in his study, just as with this incident. The room had been locked from the inside. The victim was found still seated in the chair at his desk, so we can assume he was attacked while working. There were very clear strangulation marks visible on his neck. Oh. Oh man, the marks are so deep. There's something trickling down from his mouth. Is that blood? Yes, most likely. The victim probably bit his tongue as he was struggling with his assailant. And you said earlier that some white powder was spilled all over the floor, correct? Ah, sugar. Yes, hence we expected to find the killer's footprints. However, there were none. The killer must have somehow approached the victim without stepping on the floor. After murdering Sir Belduc, the killer left the room without opening the door. Undoubtedly, the crime must have been committed with the use of witchcraft. The body was discovered the following morning by the butler, Miss Grey Earl. The body was found Grey Earl, huh? That's kinda sus, isn't that right, chat? Very sus indeed. Thank you, Barnum. The court sketches will be added to the evidence. Alright. It's just weird that the witness evidence is literally drawings. Like, yes, I made a drawing. It's a smiley face. Evidence. Now, witness, begin your testimony. Tell us about the events spanning the night of the crime, from the evening beforehand until you discover the body. So I guess we're gonna do another case within a case. Let's do it, the night of the crime. At around 1 o'clock at night, I'd excused myself and left Master Belduc in his study. When I called him for breakfast in the morning, he did not respond. The door to his study was locked. A neighbor had to come for a visit just then, so we forced the door open together. All the potions and other concoctions from the study have been confiscated. I wonder if they're being properly stored. Potions and concoctions were confiscated? The victim was an alchemist after all. We were hoping the items confiscated from his study could provide some clues. Besides, such things must not fall into the wrong hands. It may not be standard practice, but it was deemed necessary. The confiscated goods are stored in our secret vault. The only person with access to them is the High Inquisitor, Lady Darklaw. Darklaw! It has caused me great difficulty as I have not been able to put Master's research materials in order as a result. The item shall be returned as soon as Sir Belduc's murder is resolved. I shall be looking forward to that. Why'd you be sus saying that? Defense, you may begin the interrogation. By the way, chat, who's tried out the Metopia Switch demo? Anybody having fun with that? I did a video on it and I became a sloth. I'm a real sloth in a video game. The first video game sloth that is a hero. Alright, interrogation time. At around 1 o'clock at night, I excused myself and left Master Belduc in his study. So you last saw him, So you last saw him alive at 1 AM, is that correct? Yes. Master had a habit of conducting his experiments at night, so it was the usual time for me to finish my work. Weren't you helping him with those experiments? He would sometimes have some errands for me, but alchemists generally keep their experiments a secret. Making characters, having fun with the outings, it's pretty good, I'm enjoying that. I just recorded the second episode before the stream, and I got a lot of surprises in that episode. Can't wait to start editing that. That's why I will always excuse myself at that time, unless Master had some other task for me. And that night there was no more work for you? That's correct. I wish Master a good night as I shut the door behind me, and then heard him lock the key. There was nothing unusual about him, at least nothing I noticed. When I called him for breakfast in the morning, he did not respond. The door to his study was locked. And what time was that? Master would always take his breakfast at 9 a.m., so it was around that time. So you didn't have the key to Sir Belduke's study. Is that correct? Yes. There was only one key to that room and Master always kept it with him. Master's research was a very delicate matter, you see. We had to take strict measures to prevent outsiders from entering the room. Occasionally, delinquents would try to make off with one or other of Master's medicaments. Thieves stealing from an alchemist? I can't tell if that's incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. Probably the latter. You have, since you can't search for Mii's. I think maybe in the full game you might search for names, because I think the popular Mii's are taken off the 3DS version. Since there is no Switch Mii Central yet, I think. But there's still the access keys. If people share their access keys, go ahead. That's why the door to that room is made from thick oak wood. I wouldn't have been able to force the door open on my own, because I feel like once we get popular Mii's from the Switch, you're going to see a lot more custom creations. That's what I believe. Right now you're getting basic Mii's that you can edit, but we're not getting Switch edited Mii's until the game fully comes out. She couldn't have entered the room before that, then. A neighbor had to come for a visit just then, so we forced the door open together. Wait, you mean you broke the door? The only key to that room was in Sir Belduke's pocket. The only way to enter the study was to break the door open. And you managed that with the help of a neighbor who came to visit? Yes. He wasn't a social visit, mind. He came as a patient. A patient? Can you tell me more about him?
Objection!
Oh, I guess not. No! The victim's neighbor is irrelevant. He has nothing to do with this case. I think you're pushing it this time. A witness is hardly irrelevant. What's got him so shaken? He looks as if he just had a rush of blood to the head. Master Belduke had been making very potent medicines, among other things. We would get people coming from the town at all hours of the day or night asking for them. And yet, in return for all the help Master offered, people would gossip about him, dabbling in witchcraft. So you broke the door together with a neighbor? Yes, when I explained the situation to him, he brought over an axe. Then he proceeded to attack the door with great force, smashing it into splinters. Oh, I would love to see that. By the way, about that neighbor.
Hold it!
No, that's Emir. That's Emir, wasn't it?
It's time for Emir's
Oh
direct
my
introduction.
goodness!
Did you see, guys?
I missed you a lot, Emir. Come on down, buddy. You're on the Price is Right. Get on down here. We need you back.
Order,
We
order.
need you back right now.
It was you who...
So wait, it was him with the axe? It was Emir with the axe in the study. Oh.
Where are you looking, old man?
Oh
I'm
my
right here.
goodness.
That's who I am. I'm
He's
the
back.
alchemist's neighbor and a witness in that case too.
Oh my no. Passion for justice seething within Emir's always at the crime scene.
Objection!
It's you again. You're the guy from earlier, right? Yep, that's me. Emir's the name. How you been, Blowy? Are you really the alchemist's neighbor? Seriously? I know, right? Freaky coincidence, eh? But yeah, his house is next to mine. Glug, 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 glug. Hold on, water break. I feel very satisfied. Ridiculed early meal returns, drinking like a king, he never ever learns. That's why I tried to stop you from asking about the neighbor. Oh, why so cold, Inquisitor Barnum? Even Barnum doesn't want Emir here. Unable to hold the steady, cold gaze of me drinks fast as if in a daze. And the musician standing next to you. Yeah, that's me, Private Bard Birdley, the right musical genius. Hold on, oh dearie me. Oh dearie me. You think Burley needs to do a grrrr for Mirror B? Do 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 do. Well, no use shutting the stable door after the horse has bolted. Let us move on. Witness, since you're already here, you may as well add your testimony. Testify about what you witnessed on the morning after the crime. You can count on me. Alright. But yeah, chat, the thing is, imagine the next meme maker being as updated as Metopia. That would be amazing if we can put on makeup and do all that stuff right there. Alright, so the witch cast Familia, just like... Wait, what do you mean Familia? The gem is fake. Familia magic gem is fake. It says right there. That is a big ol' objection. He's already lying. There's something you don't seem to understand here, Mystery Mayor. The Familia gem in this witch's scepter is a fake. The gem is useless. Just like this buffoon's testimony. Ouch. Therefore, your testimony doesn't hold water. Just like the gem. Ba-da-da! Just like anything else he says. What? What? Ignorance gone with our credibility. Will majestic and mere now show humility. What? A fake? You should have listened to the trial more carefully. Oh my goodness. It's amazing, isn't it? Now that it's been dealt with, Inquisitor Barnum. The witch's scepter was not discovered at the crime scene when Sir Belduke was murdered, is that correct? Indeed, we deduced that Familia must have been used. However... Objection. Oh yeah, lots and lots of makeup, Firebrand. I made myself a sloth by using lots and lots of makeup. But the Familia magic gem was a fake. That much has been demonstrated today. What's more, as we learned from Cracker the Parrot's testimony, we're VTuber taking a break today. The witch used the spell Godor. Well, how do you do, S2010? The fact that there's a green wall at the crime scene corroborates that. Objection. Can't they just, you know, take the Talea Magica with... Shh! Don't bring logic into here, CB. I'm winning. That wall may well not have been painted green 3 months ago. And besides, no one could have passed through a portal so small. To be honest, I've started wondering, were Sir Layton's and Sir Belduke's murders actually committed by the same witch? Objection! Your Honor, I'd like to remind you that that was the Inquisitor's claim. Ugh. He's right though, it's gotta be the same culprit in both cases. And, at the very least, it's possible that the witch used the spell Godor to commit Sir Belduke's murder. What? In that case, I will ask the defense to show us proof. Do you have proof that the witch could have used Godor to kill Sir Belduke? Oh wait, I did... Can I check the sketches real quick? Wait, hold on. Do you see the wall behind the painting, chat? Oh my goodness, look, you can still see the green right there. So the green has been there the whole time. I saw the green is there, the green be sus. I'd like you to take a look at these. Aren't those the court illustrator sketches? As you can see from this sketch, the victim was seated at his desk when he was murdered. And what can you see right behind the victim? A small landscape painting. Thank you, Inquisitor, but there's one more point of note. Look closely at the painting. Do you notice anything sus? Oh, Oh, I see it. The wall behind it had already been painted green. Which means the witch could have used a portal spell there 3 months ago.
Objection!
Oh. So yeah, portal, bring arms through it, strangle from behind, and then bring the arms back, and then close the painting. That's how you do it, right? One moment, my lord. Consider how small that portal would have been. Could a witch have passed through it? I think not.
Objection!
Of course, the witch would not be able to go right through it. However, if you look at the distance between the portal and the victim, you'll notice that the victim, Sir Belduke, was sitting just an arm's length from where the portal would have been. Oh, we're getting there now. The witch did not have to enter the room at all. All she had to do was reach through with her arms in order to strangle Sir Belduke, who was sitting right under the painting. We got him now. Ladies, gentlemen, and dames, we got him. Order. Inquisitor Barnum, what say you to that? A fascinating theory, Sir Blue Knight. Ugh! But there is a notable contradiction within it. Where would that be? Tell me, why do you think we concluded that Familia had to have been used? We had a certain reason for it, of course. And what was that reason exactly? The crime scene had been tampered with. How so? Imagine the circumstances of Sir Belduke's death, and it should become obvious, even to you. The victim was choked to death. And yet there were no signs of a struggle. Highly improbable, don't you think? What are you getting at? Think about it. Can you imagine anyone just sitting back and letting themselves be strangled? Clearly there should be evidence of a struggle. And since we haven't found any, that must mean the killer erased all traces of a fight from the crime scene. Indeed, that would be the logical conclusion. Now surely it will be impossible to do any such thing, had the witch only reached inside through a portal. In order to cover up the evidence she left behind, the witch had to have used a familiar. Without doing so, there would have been no point in her using the spell Godor.
Objection!
What about all the powder on the floor? It's Kool-Aid powder, don't worry about it. Miss Goriel could have done it. She might have been able to tamper with the crime scene. What are you talking about? The morning of the crime. From the time Miss Goriel and that guy entered the study, until the arrival of the Knights of the Inquisition, there was a window of time in which she had the opportunity to do so. We need to look into what happened in that window. Alright, I got you now. It seems we may be in need of another testimony. Witness testify about what happened in the time between the body being found and the Knights of the Inquisition arriving. Sure thing, ask me anything. I'll tell you all you need to know. Oh, glorious to me, tell us more. Maybe you won't be laughed at as before. Only 2 people accessed the crime scene in that time. Grey Earl and Emir. Believe it or not, Emir is the key witness in this case. Isn't that just dandy? Alright, here we go. After discovering the I broke down the door and saw the alchemist slumped in his chair, gave me a jolt. Oh wait, I'm listening right now, not presenting. The butler hurried to call the Knights of the Inquisition. He never entered the study. What did I do then? Yeah, I was asked to keep an eye on things, so I went in to have a bit of look at everything. Oh, that made me pretty drowsy, so I went and took a little nap on the couch. Wow, what a testimony, am I right? Wait, what? Mr. Emir? You said the butler didn't enter the crime scene? Yup, he never set foot in there. The moment he saw Belduke, he told me to stand guard till the Knights of the Inquisition arrived. And then off he went. What a resourceful apprentice that alchemist had, I thought to myself. I almost feel sorry for you, Sir Blue Knight. After all, your suspect couldn't have tampered with the crime scene. That can't be true. But he took a nap. He was taking a little nappy nap. He's fine. He's taking a little nappy nap. Everybody needs their beauty rest, even Amir. Defense, please proceed with the interrogation. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, chat, let's go see what's sus about this one over here. Alright, Amir, you're drunk. Go home. I broke down the door and told the alchemist slumped in his chair. Gave me a jolt. Before you smashed the door, did you check that it was really locked? No VTuber this time? Man, some of you missed the VTube. Okay, I guess I'll stop doing the sloth suit then. I gotcha now. Okay, I'll close this down. Shut everything out. Shut everything down. No, everybody misses the VTuber. Okay, I guess I gotta show everybody the real room then. Since I guess people want the VTuber. Okay. But not today. I'm doing the sloth suit for a bit though. Of course I did. We tried to get it open without resorting to brute force, but it wouldn't budge. So I went to fetch me lovely little axe. His wooden enemy stood tall and still, yet Emil sprang forth. It was overkill. Did you think I lied about the door being locked? No, of course not. Boy, she's so sharp she might cut herself. Or me, most likely me. So then I went inside. The alchemist was slumped in his chair. Well, how do you do, Super Sloth? While we're at it, allow me to confirm something. When you enter the room, did the victim look the way he does in the sketch? Yep, that's it. Spot on. Nicely drawn, too. You know, at first, I didn't know if he was really dead. He looked like he just passed out or something, tired from his research. Oh, wait, already? Miss Grey Arrow, may I ask you something? Yes, what is it? What do you think about Mr. Amir's testimony? There's nothing amiss. However, Mr. Wright, I can tell what you're thinking. You can? Well, let's see if you're right. That's good to hear, Super Sloth. When he entered the room, Mr. Amir didn't notice that Master Belduke was dead. On the other hand, I ran straight away to call the Knights of the Inquisition. And so, you sussed that I knew beforehand that Master was dead. That's what you're thinking. Your face is like an open book. I mean, he does have that open book face sometimes. But isn't that what actually happened? No, I knew something was wrong because Master had very fine manners and would never sleep in his chair. But I could. Alright, chat, subathon time. I'm gonna sleep, so wake me up. I'm actually dead. When I saw him like that, I was struck with a very bad realization. I felt certain that something terrible had happened. I have heard about you. The word is that you're very collected and perceptive. It would seem to be the case. It would be more appropriate to call her calculating. Somehow, I feel like you're not paying me enough attention here. Is he gonna drink himself to death, chat? That matters not, witness. Let us proceed with the cross-examination. Matters not, eh? No need to be so rude about it. Poor Mir. Or, I don't know, he's drinking himself to death. The butler hurried to call the Knights of the Inquisition. He never entered the study. Are you sure the butler didn't enter the crime scene? Yeah, like I said, he didn't set foot in that room. I went in and sorta didn't know what to do, but the butler sussed out the situation in the blink of an eye. He told me to stand guard, and then he ran out. She went to call the Knights of the Inquisition, is that correct? That's correct. I went to the nearby garrison. We have the records of the crime, of when the crime was reported. Why does that bottle have a skull and crossbones? Oh, it's a brand. It's a deadly punch. It's delicious that it will kill you straight and knock it out. This is one of the smartest probably killers in the entire series. Super Sloth, do you know something that I don't? If she never entered, how'd she know Belduke was dead? Chat, that's what we're gonna find out tonight. The Master Witness's testimony. I returned to Master Belduke's house with 2 knights. They began an investigation immediately, taking away Master's research materials and concoctions. In the end, I wasn't able to enter that room that day. There could be no doubt about it, as she is the alchemist's apprentice. She was under close observation following the incident. I wasn't aware of that. So in the end, she didn't have access to the crime scene at all on that day, huh? Kinda sus, don't you think? By the way, what were you doing at that time? Huh? What, me? Yeah, what were you doing? What did I do then? Yeah, I was asked to keep an eye on things, so I went in to have a bit of look at everything. What were you having a look at? Well, I was asked to take care of the crime scene, wasn't I? So I had to, like, make sure everything was in order. I mean, you know. It's not like I went wild with excitement after being left in a real alchemist's room full of mysterious stuff. I'm sure you did, Mr. Sticky Fingers. And besides, she asked me to look for something, so I was doing that too. Looking for something?
Hang on!
Miss Grey Earl, you look lost in thought. Huh? Oh, were you talking to me? Even she can be caught off guard if I choose the right moment. You have been listening to Mr. Emir's testimony, haven't ya? Yes, I have. He was asked to look for something. It was you who asked him, I assume. What did you tell him to look for? I think you're mistaken. I don't remember making any request of that sort. Huh? Oi, Bluey! Were you even listening to what I said? It was a lady that asked me. The lady is right across from you, dude. Have you been drinking too much? The butler is a guy, you numbskull. Misgendering, cancel Amir, cancel Amir. Uh-oh. Should we push Amir into the fire? Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Hey, what's up? Why is everyone looking at me like that? You just sussed out our girl. Quite a while ago, we learned that the butler, Jean Grey Earl, is actually female. What? That's why when you said a lady asked you to search for something, we assumed it was Miss Grey Earl. What? What? Daydreaming, listening, but not hearing. That liquor shock is almost endearing. What the? Why didn't anyone tell me before? Do you require personal notification? You should have been listening to the trial. He's been drinking too much. Nights at the court squabbling with a witness is most unseemly. What I would like to know now is this. Who was the lady that made the request of Amir? Oh yeah, that was actually Miss... that was a squid... The mailer!
Certainly talking about me.
Oh.
Oh, and you are...
Oh, I'm Letty. Hang on a minute.
Oh, her name is Letty? Letty the mailer. Oh my goodness, that's an adorable name. Is she joining us? She's oh my goodness. She's
Miss
adorable.
Letty, who are you precisely?
Oh boy.
Hey, who am I? I'm Letty Mailer. I'm the courier.
I mean, they might self-identify as a man you don't know. Their sex is female, though. I got your super sloth, but it's weird, apparently in this universe, in the past, that, you know, they're dealing with identity issues. Well, gender identity issues. The courier? A courier is a person who collects and delivers letters or packages. I know. Thanks anyway, Espella. I wish you stopped misreading my mind. This is a weird row of witnesses? You should have said that when Amir shows up. Is he the Larry Butts of this game? He's everywhere, but not at all too? Hold on, Ms. Mailer. Do you mean it was you who irresponsibly made such a request to that troublemaker? Me? Maybe. Yes, I guess so. I asked him to help me find something. Outrageous. Why was I not informed of this? I guess no one told you. Wait a minute. Was she looking for the blank letter? Maybe she was looking for the letter, but it wasn't done. That's my guess. I guess no one told you. Maybe because you didn't ask? Can they stop intruding the case? No, actually, I like it when they intrude the case. It's so fun that way. Like, you think you're doing things, and then all of a sudden, witness, 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 witness. You want a witness, you got a witness. Look under your seat, there's a witness under your seat. It seems we need to ask you to testify, Miss Mailer. Explain to us how you were involved in this case. Frankly, I wouldn't say I was involved in anything. Now I'm in a tight spot. I bet it's because that guy said something weird about me. Ease up on me, lady, like the saying goes. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Beats being in a pickle all your own, eh? Hold on, drinking time. If you're wondering, I'm actually drinking, yes. I need to get hydrated. That's my way to hydrate. Drink like a mirror. Now then, Miss Letty Mailer, testify about that day. Oh, wait, what? Wait, that ringing was in the game? There was ear ringing. What the heck? I thought that was me. That scared me for a bit. I thought I had tinnitus. That voice can make windows shatter. Did anybody else hear that? That ringing? Sir Belduke said he had a letter to send, so I came by to pick it up. Wait, could it be this one here, though? Actually, let me find out, though. You mean you came to pick up a letter from Sir Belduke? Yes, I was told by Sir Belduke that it'd be ready in the morning. It's probably the blank letter. What's more, he said it was extremely important. I felt a sense of duty surging within me.
Hang on!
No, it's Phoenix who has tinnitus? I mean, when you scream objection, take that for all these years in court, I'm surprised no one has tinnitus. Miss Grail, I have a question. Wait, especially Apollo Justice. Remember, he was training up his cords of steel to yell louder. So, if you have tinnitus, thank Apollo Justice. Yes, what is it? Did anything catch your attention during Miss Mailer's statement? Nothing in particular. At any rate, to begin with, I was not aware of the fact that the courier visited us that day. Ah, that's right. You weren't there when I arrived. And once I found the letter, I left immediately. Did you know about this letter, witness? I would never pry into Master's personal matters, such as his correspondence. Well, that should conclude the testimony. No. Actually, it does. So now we know there was a third witness. But Miss Mailer only came to pick up a letter. That doesn't help us much, does it? Well, perhaps there's more to it than meets the eye, Transformers. A letter, huh? Belduke was about to send a letter to someone before he was killed. It may not be relevant to this case, but something about that is bothering me. Maybe it's worth asking Letty about it. Even though I did, now it's time to present, right? Alright, let's get to the end of that. And letter, here we go. Objection! The letter you found that morning, was it by any chance this one right here, the smash invitation? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Ah, yes, that's the one. But wait, how did you get it? You're a piece of work, alright?
Objection!
The storyteller had it, right? Hold it, Sir Blue Knight. How did you come by that letter? It just sort of fell into my lap, so to speak. It was the professor who found it, but he doesn't need to know that. Defender, just what in the world? Or the contents of that letter? Well, smash invitation, smash invitation, smash invitation. Oh, bills. The letter's blank. What? All this fuss over a blank letter? As you can see, there are some sheets of parchment inside the envelope. Indeed, and there's not a trace of ink on them. What is the meaning of this? Don't forget that Sir Belduke was an alchemist. He may have used some kind of invisible ink to write that letter. Ah, smart. Indeed, that would make sense. Sad. About that, it doesn't make sense to me. What? Miss Mailer? The thing is, when I saw that letter, all the pages were full of writing, so you know.
Objection!
Wait, what? Hold it, witness. You saw the contents of Sir Belduke's letter? I didn't read it, it's just that You see... Oh, witness, this is an important matter. You will need to testify about it. Tell us what you know about this letter. Alright, let's do it. Witness testimonial. That night, probably about 1 a.m., I made a delivery to Sir Belduke. He was writing a letter at the time. It'll be ready soon, so come pick it up tomorrow morning. That's what he said. Wait, 1 a.m.? She is one dedicated mailer? Holy flip. I left this study and wished the butler a good night. Then I went home. I went there again the next morning, as promised. Sir Belduke was, well, anyway, I looked for the letter. Then that guy went out like a light on the couch. I got a little scared, so I left as soon as I found the letter. Petition to make mailers sir into a soundboard effect? Sir! My goodness, that is quite the sir right there, though. It's quite the sir. I see, I see. So you witnessed the victim write the letter? I wouldn't say witness. That sounds so legal. I'm just checking my battery to make sure it's still charging because I don't want this thing to die. Because it would stink if this thing dies in the middle of everything. The sheets of parchment were on his desk though, I saw that. And they were covered in writing, margin to margin. Sorry, chat, allergies. I gotta get the goop. Because it bothers me so much that my allergies are acting up today. But you don't know what the letter was about. Telling you would be a breach of our privacy policy. I can't reveal its content or who it was addressed to. Oh, of course, I understand. Frankly, I didn't get close enough to Sir Belduke's desk, I mean, so I couldn't make out what he was writing. In any case, where did you find the letter the morning after the victim was found dead? On a shelf next to his desk, in a small letterbox. Oh, there it is, I see it. Ah, right there, next to his head. I was a teeny little bit scared, though, coming so close to a dead man. So that's where she took the letter from. It was right next to the corpse, huh? Wow. Now that the circumstances are clear, we shall proceed to the cross-examination. Imagine being so dedicated of a mailer that even if the person that wants to send the letter is dead, you're still doing your job. It doesn't matter if you're dead, I will still send your letter out. That night, probably about 1 a.m., I made a delivery to Sir Belduke. That's pretty late to be making a delivery. Look, he's an alchemist. He gets loads of strange packages, that's why. He often orders various implements from the glass craftsman, or have someone gather wild herbs for him. He usually carried out his experiments at night, so yeah, he often needed items delivered in the middle of the night. Did Sir Belduke seem at all different than normal when you saw him that night? Different? Let me think. Actually, yes. I think it was about 3 days before Sir Belduke's stuff, I mean. That lightning strike. Lightning strike?
Hang on!
Excuse me, Miss Grey Earl. Oh, what? What is it? Did anything in Miss Mailer's statement catch your attention? Well, just the lightning strike. Master Belduke did certainly change following that evening. I wonder why it affected him so much. An alchemist and the sudden appearance of an old bell tower. Could there be some sort of connection between them? Anyway, it looks like Grey Earl is as much in the dark about this as I am. By the way, that strange lightning strike was not the result of witchcraft. I see. Well then, let us carry on. By the way, chat, before we continue, has anyone tried out the new Super Mario Party update? The one that has online multiplayer now. First official Mario Party online. And it took, what, 2 years after the game came out? 2 years to actually get an update. He was writing a letter at the time. It'll be ready soon, so come pick it up tomorrow morning. That's what he said. You saw the letter he was writing. I told you before, there were sheets of parchment with writing on them on his desk. I had a very quick look. There were so many sheets, the letter must have been very long. Then how can you explain the letter being blank now? That's just it. That's what I like to know as well. I wish I had some earplugs. Sir Belduke, he was holding a pen when I arrived with the delivery, so he was in the middle of writing. And also, he told me to pick up the letter next morning. And then you left his study. Yeah, I don't even think I have Super Mario Party anymore. I think. I don't know, did I sell it or something because I was running out of money? Wait a minute. So it's like, if I find the game on sale again, maybe I'll get it to try out the online, but right now I don't have it. When you say the butler, you mean? Miss Grayle, of course. She was in the corridor carrying a tray. A tray? A tray of goodies? Miss Grayle, I'd like to ask you something. Oh, certainly. What is it? You stated previously that you excused yourself and left Sir Belduke's study shortly after 1 a.m. Yes, that is correct. However, according to Miss Mailer's testimony, the two of you came across each other while you were waiting outside that room. Why didn't you mention that until now? That's because, I apologize. I'm afraid I completely forgot to mention it. You forgot? Miss Mailer very often comes with deliveries during the night. I did see her that night as well, but I didn't think much of it, as it's nothing unusual. I had no reason to hide that from you. Please forgive me for the confusion. Yeah, that's kind of sus right there, isn't it? Well, that kind of thing can happen. Human memory is in no way perfect. I know mine's is not. Who are you, chat? What chat? What am I streaming? Why am I streaming right now? My memory ain't good. Am I streaming? What is this? Oh, I didn't mean to open the grimoire. I forgot to. I don't imagine there's a problem here, is there? On the contrary, Your Honor. There is one more thing Miss Grayor forgot to mention. What is it? I'd like you to recall what Miss Mailer said about having met Miss Grayor that night. Miss Grayor, of course. She was in the corridor carrying a tray. Well, Miss Grayor, apparently you were carrying a tray at the time. What do you have to say about that? Tell me about the tray. What's on the tray? Tell me the tray. Jean Grayle, I believe you should add that to your testimony. As you wish, my lord. It's unlikely she really forgot about it. The fact she tried to hide it must mean something. Here we go. Miss Mailer left just as I was bringing Master his usual drink. Drink? Poison drink? What do you mean by usual drink? When Master his experiments continue into late hours, he will always have some juice to ward off sleepiness. What kind of juice? Tomato juice. Wait, just saying tomato juice got somebody sussed up? Is he pouring endless tomato juice in his cup right now? Chad, how much do you think he can pour out until he runs out? Or is that a magic bottle that never runs out of juice? Pour, 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 pour.
Hang on!
Hang on! Excuse me, mister. And he's still pouring. Mister! Oh! I know nothing about it, nothing! Nothing at all! Okay, that got really sus right there, didn't it? Witness? What have you done this time? Don't give me that scary look, Inquisitor Barnum. It was only just a little bit, seriously, hardly anything at all. What are you talking about? What do you think I'm talking about? The juice, the tomato juice, of course. The tomato juice? Oh, you didn't. Surely even you wouldn't. What'd he do? Did he... Well, like I told you before, I think I sort of overdid it a bit the previous night. When I woke up, my head was pounding. That's why I went to see the alchemist. But you know what happened? And when I was left alone in the alchemist's study, it kinda caught me eye. The bottle, I mean. He drank the juice? The tomato juice. I thought it might make the headache go away, you know? So you drank it? The juice found at the crime scene? Well, why shouldn't I? It's a drink, ain't it? What else do you do with a drink? What if it was poisoned? What if it was freaking poisoned and if it was poisoned, he would have been dead. He just literally got a bottle next to a dead man and said, yeah, and that was it. You drank it, right? My goodness. And can you tell us where that bottle is now? Come to think of it, I don't remember seeing it at the crime scene. It has been confiscated. Confiscated? Sorry, chat, had to sneeze real quick. Allergies do that to you. Emir will now die in 5 minutes. So is that better or worse than Emir being real in 5 minutes? Confiscated? As I mentioned previously... Better. Oh, okay, cool. The occult crime analyst confiscated all the master's personal belongings from the crime scene. Is that so? Well, I believe we should take note of that bottle and add it to the court record. Yay! Tomato juice! Not like the grape juice from Apollo Justice, if anybody remembers that. It was Phoenix Wright with the grape juice bottle in the underground card playing place. But Phoenix Wright didn't kill him. You have proof he didn't kill him? Phoenix Wright can be a killer. Phoenix Wright can kill. He can kill with that hair. Yeah, so there I was, having a bit of juice when that girl came around. When that bunger came around. Bunger! To tell you the truth, I don't quite remember what happened after that. That's when he passed out, huh? All that tomato juice gets in your belly, doesn't it? I went there again the next morning, as promised. Sir Belduke was, well, anyway, I looked for the letter. You took the letter from the crime scene. That's right, I took it from the crime scene.
Objection.
Do you not realize that pinching evidence from a crime scene, is itself a crime worthy of severe punishment? Well, it might be a crime, sure, but just look at the witch's defender. He's got to defend a witch using any dirty tricks at his disposal. Dirty tricks? What dirty tricks? It's the same for me, you know. I'm a courier, so come rain or shine, I've got to deliver. Where there's mail, there's mailer. I was so inspired by the young lady's spirit that I kind of just had to help. Although inspired by your dedication, he betrayed a lack of concentration. It is entirely my fault that it came to that. Had I only been at the residence den. Ugh. Blarg. Blarg. Blargy, 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 blargy. Grey Earl wasn't out notifying the knights at the time. Blarg. Then that guy went out like a light on the couch. I got a little scared, so I left as soon as I found the letter. He went out like a light. He was helping me look for the letter, and then it happened, out of the blue. He just passed out, the rascal. He collapsed, and his eyes rolled back. His eyes rolled back? Like, I'm gonna go sleep. Then his eyes rolled back. I think he just died. It almost sounds like he died. No such luck, unfortunate. This girl wants Amir to die. No such luck, unfortunately. That horrible sound. He was grating his teeth. I thought my ears would explode. Yep, not sure what came over me. Never happened to me before sleeping like that. You know, I didn't just fall asleep. More like I sort of blacked out, I guess. No idea why. Oh, you guys, what do you think? Any ideas? I think it bears no relevance. And there you have my honest answer. And... oh! The tomato juice was drugged! The tomato juice was drugged, of course. How did I not think of that? Yeah, it was actually poison juice, but good thing it was sleeping sedatives and not actual, you know, So yeah, it was drugged. And I think it's good that I wasn't there. But the question is, why did he black out like that? I got evidence, I got it now. Your Honor, I might have a clue as to why this witness suddenly lost consciousness. You do? Really? Did you work it out, Bluey? By the way, to those who don't know, I smile every time I see Bluey because Bluey is the name of a TV show as well, featuring a bunch of dogs. It's like a kid's show about dogs, and it's very adorable. I've only seen one episode, but it's definitely a kid's show. If that's the case, may the defense present some evidence. Which piece of evidence shows why this man fell unconscious? The golden Layton. He licked it and fell asleep. It was the tomato juice bottle. Sleeping sedatives as opposed to non-sleeping sedatives? Come on, Super Sloth. There are sedatives for all kinds. Sleeping, not sleeping, deaf, not deaf. All kinds. All kinds of sedatives. Mister, I believe the reason you might have lost consciousness at the crime scene is tied to a certain piece of evidence. But wasn't it just because, you know, I had a bit too much fun the night before? No, what fun is that? No, it was because of this. You knocked yourself out with it. You went bonk. You went to jail over that. You went bonk and you went to jail in your sleep. The tomato juice. You passed out right after drinking this juice. Therefore, it's not unreasonable to assume that there is a direct connection between the two. Tomato juice does not make people fall unconscious, Sir Blue Knight. Exactly. That's why something must have been added to the contents of that bottle. Something like a sulfurific, superific. I know that's not the pronunciation, but I like it. Oh, you mean sleep medicine? And if a soporific was mixed in with the tomato juice bottle, that means Sir Belduke would have been unconscious at the time he was assailed. Whoa! The sketch, have another look! The red liquid trickling down from the victim's mouth is proof that Sir Belduke must have drank the tomato juice. I have failed to consider this. Inquisitor Barnum, I bet you remember saying this to the court. Can you imagine anyone just sitting back and letting themselves be strangled? Clearly there should be evidence of a struggle. And since we haven't found any, that must mean the killer erased all traces of a fight from that crime scene. However, if the victim was unconscious when his assailant was strangling him, then the killer could have committed the crime through a small portal big enough to put their arms through after all.
Objection!
We're getting somewhere now. That may be so, but tell me this. How would the culprit have managed to obtain such a strong soporific? Alchemy? It was very simple, and I think you've realized why. From the alchemist. That's right. An alchemist would no doubt have a wide array of various medicaments in their possession. And an apprentice would have little trouble stealing some of them from their study. Isn't that right, Miss Grey Earl? Don't look so sly. How should I respond to that? I'm sorry to disappoint you, may perhaps be the best way to put it. What do you mean? Even though that juice bottle has been safely stored for the past 3 months, I'm positive it will be impossible to find any traces of that soporific now. You wicked. This is unbelievable. Was it really the butler who did it? But everything she says holds true. She was pretending to be a boy. That's mighty sus to start with. Is she a twitcher? Oh, Mailer. Oh, my ears! My flippin' ears! Everybody's flippin' ears! Hold on, everyone! The butler couldn't have done that to Sir Belduke. She would never ever do it. Please, let us testify just one more time. Miss Grey Earl, let's tell them. Let's prove they're wrong. They have no idea how much you've done for Sir Belduke. Miss Mailer. Oh boy. Very well, I shall grant your request. Testify about the relationship between Miss Grey Earl and Sir Belduke. Alright, here we go. Things are about to get a bit more sussy. Master took me in, a complete stranger. I will forever be indebted to him. That's why I can never make an attempt on his life, through magic or otherwise. Sir Belduke was a wonderful man. He's the one who recommended this line of work to me. And he's the one who told me about it. The confidentiality obligation, I mean. I've never once broke it. Mike should be a bit closer, I think. It's true that Sir Belduke evoked fear due to his being an alchemist. However, he was also a man of admirable character, who supported the townsfolk through his research. Why would anyone want to kill such a man? Yeah, chat. Why would you ever want to kill a man? Is there a hair in my mouth? Yeah, there was a hair in my mouth. My freaking mustache hairs, my fur. Crazy. This question keeps haunting me, however much I think about it. Witches need no reason behind their evil. That is what makes them witches. Now, the defense may begin its interrogation. Alright, let's do it. Cross-examination time. Will we find out what's going on? Hey, don't be killing people because they took your pizza. No, actually, that's a good reason why. If somebody took my peach tea Snapple, I would murder. Do not take that out of context, because I don't want to be named as the first Snapple peach tea murderer, okay? I don't want to be known for that. How long has it been since you began serving Sir Belduke? I suppose it would be 5 years now. Before that, I lost everything. I had nothing and nobody left in this world. You lost everything? That's when Master Belduke helped me. He kindly took me in and gave me work. What did she go through before she started working for Belduke? Later, when I was helping Master with his research, he even taught me how to read and write. I was able to live comfortably for so long, all because of Master. I don't know much about Grey Earl, but she doesn't seem the type to kill someone she owes so much to. Everyone in this town knows how you serve Sir Belduke. Now you may continue your testimony. That's why I could never make an attempt on his life, through magic or otherwise. You're claiming you had no reason to kill Sir Belduke. Yes, you can ask whomever you wish, and I'm sure they'll say the same. That is so. It is widely known that Jean Grey Earl was devoted to serving Sir Belduke. It's difficult to imagine that she could brutally murder her respected master. Indeed, I am of the same opinion. I have visited Sir Belduke on several occasions to inquire about this piece of evidence or that. And I must say, there was a strong bond of trust between him and Miss Grey Earl. Do you still think you can come up with a motive? Motive? Jean Grey Earl's motive for murder. Grey Earl risked a lot to conjure up a small portal in the wall. And then she killed Belduke, but what motive does she have? Suggestive motive for murder, suggest another motive, or leave it for now. If these came up, do I gotta suggest a motive for murder? Or another motive? I'm gonna go with another. What if we went outside the box? I understand the defense will present evidence. Evidence to indicate Jean Grey Earl's motive for murder? No. Wait, what? What's this about, Sir Blue Knight? Sir Belduke's life was taken that day, that's a fact. However, was this actually the culprit's true objective?
Objection!
I think I may have an understanding why. What? This is nonsense! Sir Belduke was murdered! What other possible reason could there be besides someone wanting him dead? I'm fairly positive this piece of evidence will lead us to the culprit's real motive. Very well, defense, present evidence to indicate Jean Grey's motive for committing the crime. I'm gonna say, if the mailer said the letter had, if the letter was written, how come it was blank? Who was able to switch out the content? I'm gonna say the blank letter is the main reason why for the motive. There was something written in the letter that was something important. Hopefully that makes sense, but I'm going with this. Take that! Miss Greyo had no reason for wanting to kill Sir Belduke. However, there was another incident that night which is related to this case. And I have an idea what it was. Another incident? I'm referring to this letter. Sir Belduke wrote a letter shortly before his death, yet all we have here are some blank sheets of parchment. Fascinating. Are you saying maybe a witch used some kind of ink-removing magic on that letter, Mr. Wright? No, the spell used by the witch was, of course, Godor. Let's go over the state of the crime scene one more time. As we know from Ms. Mailer's testimony, the letter was in a letterbox next to the victim's head. Ah yes, it's in the sketch as well. The letterbox is on the far side of the shelf. The point of note is the location of that letterbox. Unbelievable. As Inquisitor Barnum seems to have noticed, the letterbox is within reach of the small portal conjured by the witch behind the painting on the wall. Oh, indeed it is. And as Sir Belduke's butler, you would have known exactly where he keeps his letters. How come she's not so shocked? Indeed, Master Belduke would always keep his letters in that letterbox before posting them. You mentioned no such thing! Oh boy. Miss Grey Earl, you created a portal with Godor, not with the intention of killing Sir Belduke. You were after this letter, weren't you? That's merely wild conjecture. I didn't even know about that letter at the time. You didn't? Now that's very strange. When Miss Mailer came by that night, Sir Belduke was busy writing that letter. And that's when you entered, carrying a bottle of tomato juice. There's no way you wouldn't have known that your master was writing a letter to someone. And you could have known even more that. For instance, perhaps you knew what he was writing about. That's enough. I served Master Belduke as his butler. I never would have pried into his private affairs. Whatever it was he wrote about in his final letter to the storyteller, it is no concern of mine. Did she know it was to the storyteller? Your Honor? Yes, defense? I like Miss Grey Earl's last statement to be added to her testimony. She slipped up. She oofed up right there. Any objections, Inquisitor Barnum? No, my lord. Oh boy. Very well, witness. Include what you just told us in your testimony. As you wish, my lord. I had no reason to take his life nor steal his letter to the storyteller. I don't think I can present anything, so let me press you for now. Let me get this straight. You didn't know anything about the victim's letter. That's right. I believe I have said as much already. Then, how did you know? How did you know it was addressed to the storyteller? Indeed. Why don't you answer his question, witness? It's true this letter is addressed to the storyteller. But when did you find out about it? You were not able to go in his room, so you couldn't see who it was addressed to. I have spoken about the murder with many people over the past 3 months. What?
Hang on!
Excuse me, Miss Mailer. Oh! I thought I caught her off guard, but it's her screech that caught me off guard. Is there perhaps anything you'd like to add to Miss Grey-Earl's testimony? Not really. In that case, let me ask you a different question. Did you tell Miss Grey-Earl about Sir Belduke's letter? Oh. I don't know. Do not beat about the bush, witness. Answer the question. If I may briefly interrupt. I am testifying right now. If you wish to question Miss Mailer, please do so once you have finished interrogating me. She's not going to let me question Mailer from the looks of it. And if she's so keen to prevent her from answering, this might just be a critical point in the testimony. I've got to find another way of fishing for that info. Witnesses, continue testifying. Oh wait, that was the new... So wait, maybe I should go back on this. But maybe not talk to the Mailer, I guess? Because the thing is, this one is sus. I gotta find out more about the storyteller. Just don't talk to the Mailer and see what happens. I'm gonna go back to that. So when did you find out about it? I have spoken about the murder with many people over the past 3 months. Everyone has been very kind to me. They have also told me all sorts of things. I must have heard about it from someone at some point. Well, that incident was certainly much talked about. Would you not agree, defense? Does her testimony hold together? She literally said someone at some point. What do you mean is that good? No! There is a huge contradiction in Miss Grey-Earl's testimony. You are becoming very predictable, Sir Blue Knight. If there is a contradiction, I hope you have the evidence to prove it. Oh wait, do I? Here's my chance. There's only one way to expose this contradiction. Wait, do I have any evidence that proves the connection, though? Because I already presented the blank letter. I don't have the full letter or anything. I don't think I can. Not yet, though. The defense has no intention of presenting evidence. What? The proof that there is a contradiction cannot be found in the court record. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? The professor pointed it out to me in the previous witch trial. In this court, an attorney's arsenal isn't limited to the court record. It's also through interrogation. Oh, does anybody remember Layton? Remember when he was alive and well? Each of the witnesses in this trial has given their own account of what occurred. Therefore, whenever one witness has testified, the other remaining witnesses have listened. Should one witness's testimony differ from another's testimony, then I suppose that in itself can also be considered a contradiction, can it not? Juxtaposing contradictory testimonies from different witnesses is the key. Miss Grey-Earl, your testimony contradicts another one that we've heard in this court today. Oh, this is... Wait, this has happened before, right? This is crazy. So I gotta question either Grey-Earl or the Mailer. Oh, there's no reason for her to know it because the Mailer never breaks the confidentiality obligation. She has never brought it up with anybody in her life. So basically, the contradiction is this. Wait, that was a... What? Are you... What was this? You just saw Luke turning Layton's golden statue around. Are you joking me? He literally turned golden Layton. Oh, it's Luke and Espella. She's there too, I see her. They turned around Layton. They knew what was going on. They planned that all along. Oh my goodness, I love this game. It's amazing. It was a single word that gave you away, Miss Grey Earl. What do you mean by that? That was adorable. Even though Layton's gone. The name of the recipient. There were only a few people who knew the intended recipient of that letter. 4 people to be precise. Only 4 people? First was Sir Belduc, the author of the letter, then there was Miss Mailer who delivered it, and of course the storyteller, its recipient, as well as one more person. The one who stole the letter using a portal spell and swapped it with a blank sheet of parchment. The witch. Sir? Oh, but okay. Maybe I did. Maybe I spilled the beans about the letter, I mean. Maybe I told the butler. Why are you defending Grey Earl? You just don't want her to be witched out. You did what? Well, because you see, me and the butler are sort of friends. And it was about our dear Sir Belduc. I feel like I might have told her about it after all. See, if I did, that's how she knew. About the recipient, I mean. I understand that you are friends with Miss Grey Earl and you want to help her out. But I've got a piece of advice, Miss Mailer. You shouldn't lie, even for a friend. Remember your testimony. You told us about the courier's duty to keep the details of letters confidential. And you have also testified that you have never broken that obligation, remember?
Objection!
She freaked out. But hold on just a minute. As the victim's butler, Jean Grey Earl might have had a chance to catch a glimpse of the envelope.
Objection!
Just a glimpse. No, she didn't. When Miss Mailer came with the delivery, Sir Belduc was still writing that letter. In fact, he was in the middle of it. At that time, the letter had not been addressed yet. And the next morning, when the body was discovered, that letter was already in the letterbox. Keep in mind that Miss Grey Earl would have had no opportunity to see it then either. Is that so? She went to report the crime without even setting foot in the study. And then Miss Mailer appeared and retrieved the letter. Needless to say, Miss Grey Earl couldn't have learned of the letter's recipient afterwards. Or maybe, you have a good explanation, Miss Grey Earl? I'd very much like to hear one. Can you please tell the court how you found out about the recipient's name? Oh, music's gone quiet. Mr. Wright. Yes? Do you remember what I said when I was called to the witness stand? Yes. At the heart of alchemy lies the pursuit of the rules and logic that govern nature. You have demonstrated the power of your own logic. Miss Grey Earl? Oh, are you saying... Yes, I confess. The abhorrent witch who used the spell Godor to swap the contents of that letter, and who took the life of Master Belduc, it was none other than I. She confesses. She confessed! But why do I feel like it's not over yet? I mean, wait, we did get through... Yeah, It's too quiet. Is it really over? Oh. I was an only child, born to a poor family. I've been a witch since I was very little. When did I become aware of it? I don't remember. Although I was but a young child, I knew that being a witch was a crime. That's why I hid my witch's scepter and wouldn't use magic at all. My father worked as a bricklayer. He toiled every day, but we could hardly make ends meet. One winter day, we couldn't afford to pay the rent. We were going to lose the house. My mother was in tears, and my father was sitting with his head down, wordless.
I want money for Mummy and Daddy.
That day, I suddenly remembered about the witch's scepter that I had hidden. The Goldor spell. I thought I'd try it just once, casting the spell. But at the time, I had no idea what an irreversible mistake that would be. Did you turn your parents into gold? Even though no one told me, I knew from the very beginning what magic I was able to use. What should I turn into gold? I was thinking about it really hard, the little girl that I was. The goat in this... Oh, something that wouldn't stand out that could be taken for a work of art. Then I decided I chose a pretty leaf that had fallen into our garden. Was it the leaf or was it a goat? But it wasn't the right thing to do after all. I was terribly punished for using magic even just the once. Punished? In what way were you punished? I placed the leaf down in the back garden and cast a spell, but then Margaret suddenly walked in front of me. Margaret? My closest childhood... Oh, she turned her friend into gold? Margaret, right before my eyes, she was turned into gold. Oh dear me. I screamed and cried, but I knew I couldn't ask anyone for help. If anyone had seen it, they would have known it was the work of magic. And I knew Margaret wasn't coming back. That's terrible. Then my mother and father's faces flashed before my eyes. We may have been very poor, but we were always happy together. Had I been captured as a witch, I fear my parents probably wouldn't be safe either. That door tormented me more than anything, and so I made the decision. I decided to end my own life. Goodness. I threw myself into the river near the town. It was winter and the water was as cold as ice. I couldn't even move. It was painful. My consciousness started drifting away. Oh my goodness. The next thing I knew, I was in Master Belduk's residence. He risked his own life jumping into the freezing river to save me. I burst into tears and told him everything. I didn't want to go back home. I would only end up causing my parents grief. Master Belduk listened to me without interrupting, and then he told me this.
You can stay here, but from now on, you must live as a boy.
Master Belduk met with my parents and explained everything to them. They were very sad, but they agreed it would be best if I didn't return home. Poor Miss Grey Earl, that must have been so awful for her. Master bought the house for my parents, so they wouldn't have to worry about paying rent anymore. As for Margaret, turned into gold, he brought her to his residence. He knew that if anyone saw her, they would report an incident of witchcraft. And this Miss Margaret, is she still in that golden state? Yes, she is. That's strange. We have received no reports of anyone by that name having gone missing. Margaret is being kept in the basement under Master's study. So Margaret is the goat. The basement? Correct me if I'm wrong, but this Margaret, is she Yes, my dear friend was a goat that we were keeping at our house. That poor goat! Goat? Until then, Master Belduk had mainly been researching medicine, but since the incident with Margaret, he became known as an alchemist. Yeah, I know, meaning that Grey Earl is still alive because she was living as a boy, which makes a lot of sense, otherwise she'd be caught as a witch and everything. So that's when he became an alchemist. I was wondering why the goat was the only thing not covered in dust. Wow. That's how I started a new life as Master Belduk's butler. So Belduk would sometimes work as a physician, curing the townspeople of their illnesses. As his assistant, you have also shown commitment to helping the townspeople through your work. I forgot about being a witch and was able to live happily at peace with everyone. I thought it could stay like that forever. But those peaceful days came to an abrupt end. Tell us, what in the world was the cause? Even I'm not quite sure what led to this. However, it all started 3 months ago with that lightning strike. That imagery, though. Master Belduke and I were on our way back home, carrying specimens for experiments. An old bell tower appeared in the flames. Everyone who saw it was stupefied. But the expression on Master Belduke's face was unlike anything I've seen before. What do you mean? His face went pale and twisted in sheer terror. He was shaken violently. It wasn't just astonishment at an unusual phenomenon. It seemed as if he was afraid of something more concrete. Perhaps Sir Belduke saw something that others couldn't. He canceled his experiments for that night and began writing a letter to someone. A letter? I found out about it when I brought him his bottle of tomato juice. He was writing feverishly as if he... Let me fly by. He was writing feverishly as if he were possessed. I saw some things. A few words in that letter. Expose everything. Cannot keep the secret any longer. The truth about the witch. Oh. Master Belduke was going to confess that I was a witch. Everything went black in front of my eyes. I will never forget the feeling that overwhelmed me at that moment. Is that when he decided to commit the crime? What I did first was accidentally singe a part of the wall in my room. It was an excuse to repaint that section of the wall green. Then you also painted the wall behind that painting in Sir Belduke's study. And when that fateful night came, I used a syringe to inject the sulfuric through the cork and into the bottle of tomato juice. So many thoughts were running through my head as I wished Master a good night. I opened the portal behind him. He was right there in front of me, asleep. I reached for the letter in the letterbox, taking care not to wake him. And then I happened to notice the name on the envelope. Storyteller. Snitching to the storyteller. When I read that name, the world all around me turned black once more. It's impossible to avoid what is written by the storyteller. It seemed as if I could hear the doors to all escape routes shutting closed. It was the sound of despair. I would like you to believe me that the thought of taking Master Belduke's life never once occurred to me. I only planned to steal that letter and then disappear. But as I looked upon Master sleeping there in front of me, at that moment, I felt an evil presence awaken within me. Why did he save my life? And why did he betray me? Before I realized what I was doing, my hands were clutching his neck. He didn't move at all, so I kept on clutching his neck. What a way to go, am I right? That's it. That's the truth about what happened 3 months ago. Wow. There is just one thing I fail to understand. Yes? You said you wanted to run away once you had stolen the letter. Yet, despite that, you continue to live in Sir Belduke's residence. And now here you stand. Why did you not run away? My life had been thrown into disarray due to the absurdity of magic. I had learned all about alchemy living at Master's residence. Alchemy is concerned with the logic that governs the world. I wanted to believe that there was truly such a thing. So I stayed in that place hoping to one day see the irrational nature of magic overcome by the power of reason. Magic being overcome by reason. That night, I swapped the letter with blank sheets of parchment and waited for the sun to rise. I resolved to wait for the day when my true identity could be exposed through reason and logic. Master's death remained a mystery for 3 months, and people started to lose interest. And then you appeared, Mr. Wright. On the day you visited the residence, I was listening to your conversation from the other room. Has the time finally come for me? My heart was racing with anticipation. Then, a few minutes after everyone entered the room, an unbelievable incident took place. That incident, a witch appeared in Master's study. What? I wanted to get a look at the witch, so I created a portal on the wall behind the painting. Precisely at that moment, Goldor! The witch used one of the very spells that I can use too. When I heard those words, a single thought flashed through my mind. This was my chance. I could dispose of my witch's scepter. I knew at the time what kind of a witch the Inquisition would be looking for. A witch that can use Familia and Goldor. It occurred to me that I only needed to change one of the magic gems. I had previously found out that the Familia gem was purple. I realized that if I swapped the Goldor gem for my amethyst, I could pin the blame for my crime on that other witch. So you changed one of the gems and threw the witch's scepter into that room, is that correct? Exactly.
Objection!
Yeet! Wait a minute, Jean Grey Earl. This statement of yours is highly problematic. How so, Inquisitor Barnum? Yes, you are right. Can someone explain to me what this is about? I am a witch indeed, a sinful creature that killed a person to whom she owed her life. However, regarding the gentleman standing next to you, Mr. Wright, he may have fallen victim to a witch, but that witch was not me. Oh, wait, what? Poor Layton, poor Professor Layton. Order in the court. What is the meaning of this? Jean Grey admits killing Sir Belduke, but not to turning Sir Layton into gold. That is the gist of it, my lord. So we closed one case, but we still got the other. But lying about it is meaningless. Lying? Just being a witch is a crime in itself. And the punishment for that crime is the same, regardless of whether she took one person's life or 2. That's why there's no point in lying about it. I'm sure that's what the judge is thinking. Grey Earl is still claiming she never laid a finger on the professor. But if there's no point in lying, does that mean she must be telling us the truth? So in that case, who's responsible for what happened to the professor? If it wasn't her, then who was it? It was Maya all along. We're all in silence. Mind if I say something? No, kick him out. Take a hint, witness. Does it feel like this is the right moment for you to talk? Yeah, well, that's kind of why I was staying quiet until now. But I either say it now or never. Glug. Don't simply fall silent after saying that. It only makes it weigh my mind more. So then, there really was another witch, apparently? Whatever did you want to say? Gluggity gluggity glug glug. Oi, Bluey. Yes? I need to make sure about something. Me head's not what it used to be, you know? Yes? The alchemist's butler, Lady Butler, she slipped sleep medicine into his drink? That's correct. She laced his tomato juice with it. And then she strangled the alchemist afterwards? Yes, Sir Belter was unconscious from the sleep medicine, so he didn't resist. Hold on. Why does the sneeze not want to come out? And that explains why we found no signs of a struggle at the crime scene. Yeah, about that. I let it slip earlier about what I did at the crime scene, right? I told you that I had a few sips of that juice of glug glug glug. And the sleep medicine mixed in made you sleep like a log. Yes, we remember. Yeah, well, here's the thing. This is just between us, okay? You see, when I appropriated that juice, the juice bottle was, well, still unopened. What? It was unopened? My throat was parched and I wasn't thinking straight. That brand new bottle was just there, waiting for me with a corkscrew conveniently laid next to it. I couldn't just let that go to waste. I swiftly pulled out the cork and got to drinking. What? So in case you don't get what I'm getting at, the alchemist didn't have a single drop of the juice with the sleep medicine. What? Are you joking? Emir, you better not be lying to me. Are you joking? He can drink to the cork, amazing. No, he did it this way. He broke the bottom and glug glug glug, put it back on and glued it back together. How else do you drink it? You drink it from the bottom. Witness, you went to the trouble of opening a bottle found at the crime scene just to drink its suspicious contents? That's what I've been telling ya. I was dying of thirst. That doesn't justify what you've done.
Objection!
Holy heck, this is... Like I knew it wasn't over. There's still more going on because of Amir. Amir is a fool. Amir should be a dreamer. The Inquisition shall deal with this witness after the trial by killing him. He will find out what it means to be dying of thirst in a more wow. I'm gonna throw him into the fire. However, let us not waste any more time with him now. The witch has confessed to her crimes. There is no need to investigate Sir Belduke's theft any further. Indeed, you are right, Inquisitor. Her role in the Sir Layton incident is not entirely clear, but a person who kills her protector, to whom she owes her very life, can be nothing other than a witch. We'll teach him some manners. Bring out the fire pit, open it up, and we'll push him right in. The court has sufficient grounds to sentence her as such. Belduke didn't drink the juice that night. And if that's true, there's one thing here that doesn't add up. Wait, hold on. Can I check one thing, though? The sketches. It should show the bottle. Okay, there's the bottle right there. It looks uncorked. Yeah. So there's one thing here that doesn't add up. Mr. Wright, I have to say, there's something about this that's bothering me. I'm sure there's a contradiction lurking in that man's testimony. You think so, Luke? Can I really turn a blind eye to that? You know, let's investigate it because Amir has to help out in some way, so I'm investigating that contradiction. Mister, you're saying you opened a tomato juice bottle. Is Phoenix never gonna learn Emir's name, or does he just not care? But that claim contradicts a certain piece of evidence. What? Yeah, the sketches show that the bottle doesn't have the cork near him. There's no way Amir would take the bottle only to put it back on the desk, right? Defense, I'd like a word with you. Yes, Your Honor. At this point, your client's innocence has already been established. Therefore, whether there is a contradiction in that man's testimony or not should no longer be of your concern. Have you ever met Phoenix Wright? We gotta find out the truth. That may be so, Your Honor, but even though I'm here to defend the accused, the true duty of any attorney is to uncover the truth behind what happened. My job's not done until there are no more contradictions left. Very well. Sir Blue Knight, let us hear about this contradiction you have discovered. The bottle was first opened by that guy, meaning Belduke didn't drink any of it. That means there's one piece of evidence that should be very difficult to explain. I would like to hear about this contradiction too. The defense shall present evidence. Where is the contradiction in this witness test? In this witness having been the one who opened the tomato juice bottle? I'm gonna say the sketch, so take that! The contradiction can be seen in one of the sketches of the crime scene. In one of the sketches, please take a look at Sir Belduke's mouth. We can see a line of red liquid trickling down from his mouth. Yes, well, we have already established that it was the tomato Oh. Exactly, Your Honor. And also the bottle wasn't corked, yeah. Sir Belduke didn't drink any of the tomato juice that night. Which means there's only one other possibility. That red line is, as we thought first of all, blood. Sir Belduke must have tried to fight back the assailant and bit his tongue in doing so.
Objection.
That stinks though. Unfortunately, that would only bring us back to the problem we encountered earlier. He recorked the bottle? Stevie, do you know how hard it's hard to recork a bottle? And even if you recork it, it doesn't cork in the whole time. The reason you take out the cork is to actually... Has anyone ever successfully, like, fully recorked the bottle? Because every time I try to recork a bottle, it doesn't go down all the way. Can't you just hammer... Are you trying to break the bottle? I feel like if you just hammer the cork, you're gonna go... Bing, bing... It's like, oh no. Now I gotta plastic wrap the rest of the bottle. Earlier, if the victim had put up a fight, then there should have been traces of a struggle at the crime scene, and yet, no such traces were found. How did he even get it there in the first place? They use machinery, and we don't have corking machines. Dude, imagine a human whose only job is to cork a bottle. I know there are people who actually do. There are people who actually can do that, but I'm not one of them. I stink at recorking. That's what made you assume the witch must have used Familia. Yes, that is so. As I explained before, Master Belduke didn't struggle at all the time. But when I think about it now, in light of the new info, it was very unnatural. The victim didn't drink the Sephoric, yet didn't struggle. But what does this mean? If it's not tomato juice nor blood brought about through a struggle with the murderer, then what else could it be? Since it's not tomato juice, we have to assume it's blood after all. Yeah, right, it's gotta be that. I mean, Amir, you are holding up a poison bottle. We have ruled out the possibility that the victim bit his tongue while struggling with the attacker. Indeed. Then there's gotta be a different reason for that blood being there. He must have suffered internal bleeding that was somehow connected to his death. But what could have caused it? Your Honor, if I may ask one question. A question to whom? If I just clarify this one sus, I may be able to explain the blood shown in the sketch. That's why I need to question one person in particular. Barnum, Grey Earl, or Emir? Barnum or Grey Earl? No, they already did their things. The only person left is Emir. Mister, can I ask you something? Yeah, don't give me that scary look, Bluey. I know nothing at all, and I got nothing to tell. Poison bottle, blah blah blah. He appears as innocent as a little lamb, but it's his confidence more than a sham. He better be off without that bard. He'd be better off without that bard. You drank the tomato juice that was at the crime scene, right? Don't keep asking me about that over and over again. So what if I did? Then I have another question for you. Did anything else disappear from the crime scene that day? Yeah? Nah, I didn't notice anything.
Objection!
Witness, just what have you done this time? You look like a dog caught. Wait, did he steal the Is that the bottle of Sephoric or something? That bottle he's carrying, he stole it from. Oh my goodness, he stole it from the alchemist, didn't he? Witness, just what have you done this time? You look like a dog caught making a mess on the carpet. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't know about anything gone missing. I'm innocent. Please believe me. If you drown in his swimming eyes, some tell wise well, others cannot tell lies. Looks like my gut feeling was right. He took something from the crime scene. Something that could be directly connected to that red liquid around Belduke's mouth. What on earth did that man steal from the crime scene? A certain item disappeared from the crime scene that day. And at this very moment, it's highly likely that item is right in front of our very eyes. What? It's here? Isn't that right, mister? Hey, mister! Is it? I have no idea. Defender, I order you to show us what this item is. The item that this witness took from the crime scene. Hold up everything. Hold up. Hold. Yeah, there we go. It was that nose. You stole that nose. I wonder how he's feeling right now. Can you tell, Jack? Can you tell how he's feeling?
Got it!
Gotcha. Is this bottle the bottle? Miss Grey Earl, I'd like you to clarify something for me. What would that be, Mr. Wright? Sir Belduke was working on creating certain medicines. He had various dangerous substances in his possession as well. How were they stored? Master kept them in a locked medicine cabinet. The bottles were labeled so that it was clear that they were dangerous. They have all been confiscated. As for those labels, did they resemble the label on that guy's bottle? Mister, what are you doing with a product of Master's research? It's not what you think. I didn't have any evil intentions or nothing. That bottle belonged to Master, and it was used to store strong poison. Poison strong enough to kill. And he's been drinking it this whole time? He's been drinking it throughout this whole crime scene. Oh, right, the Dahlia case part 2. This time, you know, instead of the poison in a locket that he drank, it's a poison that he's been pouring it himself. Poison? What? The red liquid trickling down Sir Belduke's mouth was definitely blood. Now, as for what caused him to bleed like that from his mouth, it was the deadly poison from the bottle this guy stole from the crime scene. This is outrageous. What? Emir will now die in 5 minutes, I believe it. Order, order, order! Whoa, 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 whoa! Do you expect me to just keep quiet? It was poison? Poison? Am I gonna die?
Objection!
I mean, duh! Just wait and see, time will tell. Yeah, I guess. More importantly, I want to know why you have that bottle. Huh? Well, remember how I told you I drank the alchemist's tomato juice? Don't tell me he swapped out the contents, like he drank the juice only to replace it. Indeed, it's not something easy to forget, especially having heard it several times. Well, that was when I saw it on the floor, this bottle right here. It was there. It was totally empty, and I thought, you know, it had such a fancy-looking bottle and all. I'm a bit of a skull fan too. They have this air of danger about them, right? They certainly do. So since it was there and I was there too, I felt we were kind of meant for each other. So it was poison in that bottle. I thought this bottle's so classy I could die for it. So the tomato juice is in that bottle? Had any poison been left in the bottle, you would have died instantly. But if it was empty, it was probably harmless. Ooh, hear that? I'm gonna live. Good thing I rinsed it well before use. Wow. Imagine there was still poison, like a tiny bit of poison that killed him instantly. He just drinks and then all of a sudden go. Oh! But if the victim was killed by poison, that raises a new question, of course. Who could have poisoned him? Considering all the evidence and the testimonies we've heard today, the answer is so close I can taste it. Sir Belduke was poisoned by... I would say Emir, but if Emir says he found the bottle... Could it be himself, though? Grey Earl said that she put him to sleep. Emir found the bottle afterwards, so... What if it is himself? I'm gonna guess on that. It was, of course, Sir Belduke himself. Sir Belduke himself? Sir Belduke took that poison of his own will. His death was suicide! Holy flip! That is a twist! That is preposterous! A suicide inconceivable! Think about it, Inquisitor. That would explain the most unnatural aspect of his death. The most unnatural aspect? Miss Grey Earl, when you were strangling Sir Belduke, he put up no fight whatsoever, is that correct? Oh, if he was sleeping, he would have woke up and fought back, but he was already dead. Yes, it is. Until today, I was convinced it was due to the sleep medicine. It wasn't because he didn't take any. The truth is, when you gripped his throat, Sir Belduke was already dead. He had poisoned himself. Ugh! Holy flip! What would the poison have caused him to bleed from his mouth? I personally know of no poison that works instantly and causes such symptoms. Oh, you don't? I can't just tell them that it happens on TV all the time. Okay, so poison has improved a lot because remember the Dahlia case where Mia was dealing with that prisoner and then he drank the poison and then he bled from the mouth? So I guess in the future it bleeds from the mouth. He could have just said that. He could have said, it happened before. But wait, he wasn't there for that. He was not there for that. Yeah, that was the fourth case in the third game. Phoenix was not there. He was in the first case of the third game, younger. Sorry, a piece of my hair was on the desk. There are certain plants in this area that contain a highly poisonous substance. In the course of his research, Master Belduke found a way to extract that poison. What am I hearing? Is there really such a dangerous plant in Labyrinthia? If you freaking go to Australia, there are many things that can kill you in Australia. If you go to Australia, good luck. The poison is very bitter to taste, so it would be impossible to secretly slip it into someone's food or drink. And it would cause internal damage. It is a very powerful poison. Drinking it would induce a most painful death. And to think Sir Belduke could... But... did Sir Belduke really choose such an agonizing death for himself? it doesn't seem like he suffered that much. I would like to know that too, Miss Grey Earl. You mean to say Master killed himself after exposing me as a witch? I cannot believe it. He just wouldn't commit suicide? Indeed, we cannot take such a theory at face value. Had he committed suicide, I dare say he would have left a suicide note. Oh, I can't say why Sir Beldu committed murder, but I think there's a piece of evidence that can confirm his suicide was a possibility. There is a piece of evidence like that? The letter! If you have such evidence, you ought to present it to the court immediately. Present the evidence indicating that Sir Beldu's death could have been suicide. Because we don't know what the letter contains. So it's like, where's the actual parchment? Where's the actual parchment? That's Sir Belduc's letter. Let's see. It was addressed to the storyteller, wasn't it? This is the last letter written by Sir Belduc. Now, if his death was a suicide, then this letter may well be his suicide note.
Objection!
What we have here is nothing more than blank sheets of parchment. Whether or not there was a suicide note is something we can only speculate about. That's right. But there is one person who knows whether this letter was really a suicide note. You mean the person who swapped its contents? In other words, you, John Grey Earl. Witness, you stole Sir Belduc's letter on the night of the crime. Tell us, what was written in it? I don't know. What, you don't know? I did steal the letter, yes, but I don't know what its contents were. You mean you have not read it? I couldn't bring myself to read it. It seemed that if I did, everything that have happened since Master Belduc saved my life would be ruined in an instant. I've taken it out and held it in my hands many times, but no matter what, I just couldn't. Miss Grey Earl, can you tell us where that letter is now? I have it here. Oh! You're carrying it around with you? If you were searched, you would have been done for! That night, having killed Master Belduc, I decided to stay in his residence. I knew my identity would be revealed sooner or later, and I was ready for it. So until that time, I decided to always keep the letter with me. My lord. Yes, witness? If you don't mind, could you please read it out loud? Oh, man. Now that I'm here in this place of judgment, I think I'm finally ready to hear what Master wrote.
Hold it! Miss Grey Earl, I think you should be the one to read it.
Me?
Sir Belduc wrote this letter to the storyteller as he was preparing to die. I think it's only right his last words should be read by you.
It's gonna be
Yes,
tough,
you're
isn't
right.
it?
I see. I understand. Please allow me to read the letter aloud.
Alright, here we go.
My dear friend, I hope you will be able to forgive me for leaving this world of my own will. I have finally made this decision, having seen that accursed bell tower
appear in the flames on that dreadful night. That lightning was a sign that we have angered the gods. What I have done cannot be forgiven. I can never escape from it. For the past few days, I have been thinking that it might be best to simply expose everything. This town's secret, the truth about the witch. Of course, I understand that secrets need to be kept. However, I have grown very tired I'm afraid I cannot keep the secret any longer. I have only two concerns. The first is my daughter. It pains me to be leaving her alone in this world, although she probably doesn't think of me as her father.
Oh.
A daughter?
I was not aware that Sir Belduke had a daughter.
Wait, is he not talking about Grey Earl?
Mr. Belduke seemed to know a lot about this town. This town's secret, and the truth about the witch.
Truth about the witch? Somehow I don't think he was talking about Miss Grey Earl.
Oh,
So it was a misunderstanding?
the second matter, weighing heavily on my mind, is that Jean will be left on her own.
Oh. It was a total misunderstanding. Oh no.
Seeing her growing up, so strong and righteous, in defiance of her fate, had given me hope. A short while ago, she brought me my usual, and what will be my last, drink. There are so many things I wanted to tell her, but I could only manage a thank you. She is a very sharp child. Had I said any more, she would have caught on. You could call me a selfish man, but I didn't wish my last memory of her to be a sad one.
Master Belduke.
To the end, yeah, he thought about his loved ones, Jean included. Oh my goodness. He really thought of Jean as one of his own.
If the fate handed to her by this town has made her life an ordeal until now, I hope from the bottom of my heart that a wonderful story awaits her next. I
Oh.
intend to leave my residence to her, and I would like you to look out for her.
Alas, it is time for me to put my pen down. My dear friend, what I truly wish to express to you is too complicated for words. I hope one day you will understand, but for now I bid you farewell. The time has come for me to go.
I'm not crying, I swear. It just really tugged my heartstrings. When they really tug the heartstrings, it really just works with me. If you want to make me cry, just tug my heartstrings. That's all you gotta do. But man, all of that was a misunderstanding. That was tough. That was really tough.
This letter, it wasn't a denunciation of me being a witch.
Master Belduke cared about you until the very end.
Yes, how could I have forgotten? I'm sure I knew it all along. So why did I? How could I have done that to him?
Miss Grey Earl. So she didn't have, so her breakdown was that she cried, but not really a witness breakdown or a killer breakdown. You know, like how the usual breakdowns go? Hers was just a big old realization. My lord. What is it, Inquisitor Barnum? I think it is about time for the guilty verdict. Guilty? Wait, what? Wait, hold on a second. The Inquisition withdraws the charges against my effect. Oh. Oh no! I'm starting to care for her. And charges Jean Grey Earl with being a witch. Oh, this is gonna suck so much. All the evidence corroborates this accusation, and she even admits her guilt. Hence, the Inquisition asks that the witch be found guilty and punished immediately.
Objection!
Not so fast, Inquisitor Barnum. What do you want now, Sir Blue Knight? Admittedly, Miss Grayrol did attempt to strangle Sir Belduke, but he had consumed the deadly poison and was already dead at the time. Therefore, she is not guilty of murder. But the thing is, she did witchcraft. She did witchcraft. And one more thing. It also wasn't Miss Grayrol who turned Professor Layton into gold, but she still did the portal thing. She had the scepter. She turned the gold into gold. She still did witchcraft. There was another witch present at the crime scene. It doesn't matter now. The defendant Maya saw her too. To put it simply, Miss Grayrol didn't kill anyone. But this isn't that kind of court. She's not gonna get off lightly. Yeah, she didn't kill anyone, and yet you still want to burn her? Maya, do you even know how it feels to be put in this cage? It's like everyone's against you and it's super frightening. I'm not a witch, but I've been thrown into this cage and I've almost sentenced for something I didn't do. And now you're about to do the same to another person? That's just not right. Is that all you have to say? Huh? The one who's in the wrong is not me, but you, Sir Blue Knight. Whether the witch committed a crime or not is completely irrelevant. This is the witch's court. All witches must be punished by fire. But that's crazy. Why? Why, Barnum? Inquisitor Barnum is absolutely right. Judge, please don't do that. You look creepy that way. Being a witch is a crime. You understand that, don't you, Miss Grayrol? Yes. Very well then. The court is ready to issue the final verdict. Maya Fey is found innocent, and in her place, Jean Grayrol is found guilty of being a witch and shall be cast into the fire.
No, you can't!
Hold it!
Please, hold the
Espella?
verdict.
Espella?
What is it now, Espella Cantabella?
What is going on
There is
here?
nothing else we can do. This is the course of things, and you should know it well.
Indeed, all witches shall be cast into the flames. That is the law of this town. A law that was written by your very own father. And furthermore, a law that has always been obeyed in the town of Labyrinthia.
A town like this should never exist in the first place.
What? Such insolence!
That's heresy.
She's kinda right.
The storyteller's story. Even the storyteller's daughter has no right to criticize the story.
The story?
Trials in which innocent people are sentenced to death by fire. I shall make sure this is the last one.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Since you're also keen on the rules created by the storyteller, you should know exactly what I mean. The stipulation for ending the witch trials. Once the Great Witch Bezella is burned, the witch trials will end. At present, I am under suspicion. You know very well why that is, don't you?
No.
You? But you don't mean that you're,
I am guilty.
Espella, no!
I am the Great Witch Bezella.
What?
Don't tell me she's taking her place.
Now, cast me into the flames and let Miss Grayle free. Miss Cantabella.
You're joking!
This shall be the last of the witch trials. No one else need be burned hereafter.
Espella, just what are you saying? I can't let you do that.
She really can't be the Great Witch. She's just...
Please, Mr. Wright, let me do as I wish. I'm sorry, but this is a problem concerning the people of Labyrinthia.
No, please don't do it!
There must be another way. You don't need to do this.
Holy flip!
It's all right. Luke, Maya, Mr. Wright, and Mr. Layton. I truly appreciate all you have done for me.
Miss can't be happening.
Miss Cantabella, your confession will have very serious, or rather, fatal consequences for you. May we assume that you fully understand those consequences and are willing to accept them?
I am Espella Cantabella, the storyteller's daughter. But I also have another name. I am the Great Witch Bazella. I have lived hidden in the dark pages of my father's story, deceiving all of you. Many lives have been sacrificed because of me. But that shall end today.
Court attendants, seize that woman! She is the Great Witch, Bazella.
I'm just speechless. I'm sorry, but that's just insane. I mean, Maya's safe, but at what cost?
Bella.
Holy heck, I don't want to see Espella burn. No, no thanks. I don't want to see that happen. Wait, excuse me?
Maya! Espella, this just isn't right. Let's go. Nick, give me a hand.
Wait, are we gonna run from... Holy heck, Phoenix!
Jump over there.
Holy heck, what's going on?
Hurry.
They're getting away!
We escaping! Wait, Maya! Wait! Wait! Wait!
Help me, Nick.
Do not lower that right now! Look, find that!
Stop! You've got to stop! Maya!
If she somehow ends up not dead, I want to know how the heck that was possible then. Because that was just a death I just witnessed. I can't have any thoughts right now. I'm entirely speechless right now. I am entirely speechless. I don't know what to say. But... oh my goodness. That was a lot that just happened right there. We lost, we won, but at what cost? I don't know, chat. What do you want to do? Do you want to continue, or should we continue this for next time? I'm fine with continuing more, but we can do this. We can do more of this next week with a fresh new case and a fresh new mind if you want. I think I'll go with the latter. I think we should continue more next time. But if you want to continue, do let me know, chat. What do you think? What do you want to do? I'll let you decide, chat. Because, oh my goodness, that... alright. You know what? Okay. Alright. It's up to me. What if I just stopped, huh? Would it be so bad if I just stopped right now in a cliffhanger, I guess? Yeah, I think I already got a taste of despair. I already got a taste right there. I got a big old spoonful right there, thank you. So we escaped. What do we do now? We made it out of the courtroom, but everyone's in an uproar. So, where do we go from here? I'm truly sorry. It's my fault that Maya... This all happened because of me. That's not true at all. It's not your fault, Espella. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright? Yeah, people are dying left and right. I've lost Layton. Now Maya. Huh? Oh, Luke, did you say something? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Espella, it's not your fault. You shouldn't blame yourself. Mr. Wright, I just said that. Oh, really? Mr. Wright? Well, anyway, at least we managed to save you, Espella. Yes, but because of that, now Maya believed in you. That's why she wanted to protect you. He's right. So we can't let ourselves get captured now. And we left Layton there. Luke. That settles that then. Okay, let's get moving. We're about to get caught if we stick around here any longer. But where should we go? Everyone's looking for us now. Well, I was thinking maybe we could go to Patty's shop. But the knights are certain to be waiting for us there. Oh yeah. That's true. My, you certainly managed to get yourselves into quite the predicament. Wait, who is that? That voice! Barnum! Front-facing Barnum! Please wait, Inquisitor Barnum! Arrest me, lock me up, I don't care! But... these two have nothing to do with this! Take me, I'm the one you want! No way, Espella! None of us are at fault here! We're not the ones who did anything wrong! Did I say Barnum? Did I say Barnham? I thought I said Barnum. You are accomplices to the Great Witch Bazella and have assisted in her escape. In a manner of speaking, you have been branded an enemy to all of Labyrinthia. There is nowhere you can hide. But why? Espella isn't the Great Witch? Why can't you understand that? And the frame rate has dropped a lot, chat. You can notice that. Then I must ask you, why do you continue to deny the clear allegations that this girl is a Bazella? That's easy because we believe in her. I know back in the courtroom, I said I didn't believe in Maya, but deep down, I believed in her. We all did, and we all still do. Luke. That's why I'm gonna stand strong. I'm gonna stick by Espella's side no matter what. Is that so? By the way, Sir Blue Knight. The loss of Maya Fey is unfortunate. You have my deepest sympathies. Really, your deepest sympathies. While such bedlam was indeed unexpected, we should have done something more to prevent it. Inquisitor Barnum, I proved Maya's innocence. I admit, indeed you did. And yet last I saw she was being dropped into a pit of fire. Tell me, Inquisitor, does that seem like justice to you? All witches are to be cast into the flames. That's the law of the land around here, right? But Maya wasn't a witch. How do you explain that, Inquisitor Barnum? It is truly regrettable. What occurs in the courtroom is my responsibility and mine alone. Responsibility? Oh, fine. Then take some responsibility right now. Magic assist here, right? Well then, use some magic and bring her back. Cast whatever spell you need to cast and bring her back. There exists no such magic. I cannot undo her death. Nick's about to knock him out. 'Tis my blame to bear. If it would bring you solace, then take this sword and strike me. Just stop it. You knights are always ready to get rid of those different from yourselves. Just get out of my sight. I said go! What was that? I think I heard something coming from the main gate. Guards, come and take a look at this! Mr. Wright, those voices are getting closer. At this rate, where? Exit through the main gate and head east through the forest. You should be able to escape along the small path there. Is Barnum helping us? Huh? On the outskirts of the city, you will find Rogue's Tavern. You should be safe there. Why are you helping? Go now! You will be caught if you stay here. And this will be all for naught. Look, Mr. Wright. Let's go. Yeah, right. Mr. Wright, are you coming? Okay, let's go. My goodness, this game is getting really, really dark now. It's darker. Yeah, forget it. I'm not gonna find coins here. It's too sad to look for coins right now. But let's head to the marketplace right now. Oh my goodness. I just can't believe it right now. It looks like we made it through the forest. I can't see those knights anywhere. I think we'll be safe here for a little while. I'm sorry for all of this, Espella. Huh? If we just headed for safety right away, we wouldn't be in this situation. Mr. Wright, I need to apologize to you too, Luke. What? You've been trying your best this whole time just to get Espella out of here safely. It's my fault those knights are on our tail and are probably gonna find us. But I wouldn't say all's lost just yet. I mean, there's got to be a way to bring Maya back. I'm sure we can find a way. Are we really trying to think of necromancy around here? Come on, Phoenix, you have to keep it together here. These two need you now more than ever. Well then, how about we make our way to that tavern Inquisitor Barnum mentioned? Yes, that will be Rogue's Tavern. I can show you the way. Huh? Hey, Espella, you know that place? Oh yes, it looks a little bit scary, so I've never been inside before though. But I come to this side of town often to do my shopping, so I passed it a few times. I think Miss Mary's goat farm is around here as well. Is that right? Okay, it's just this way, let's go. Right then, let's get going, Mr. Wright. Yeah. Hey, Luke. Yes, what is it? I just wanted to thank you for earlier. You really helped me out. Well, what do you mean? See, I get it now. I'm not the only one who's just lost someone important to them. I believe in the professor. He would never be beaten by something like magic. That witch just got a spell on him, that's all. So all we have to do is find a way to undo that spell, right? I see, you know? You're right, Luke. The professor will come back, I'm sure of it. That's why all I can do for now is keep moving forward. It's what any true gentleman in training would do. Yeah, I get it. Okay then, let's go. Right. What's wrong, you two? It's over this way, hurry up! Oh, sorry about that, we're coming! Seedy Alley. I love the Seedy Alley, chat. The Seedy Alley is great. Don't we all love the Seedy Alley? Whoa! Luke, what's wrong? Sorry about that, Espella. I just tripped it a little, that's all. Is this a potato? Let's see if we can put this back into the basket. Wouldn't want anyone else to trip over it. Craggy, this place really looks like it's seen better days. Hey, what's with all this racket? Someone's coming. Oh, this ain't no place for kids. Why don't you text run off and find somewhere else to play, eh? Oh, it's you! Oh, you're that lad from yesterday, ain't ya? Is he an acquaintance of yours, Luke? Not just an acquaintance. This lad and the bloke in the dark hat, they're my saviors. Them two really saved my hide yesterday. These two pulled my fat out of the fry right when I needed it most. I guess that's one way of putting it. It's alright, Espella. This man is a really good person. Oh, that's right, lass. Oh, good has a face you can trust. Hang on, where's the bloke with the dark hat anyway? Oh, well, you see, the professor, he... Something mighty unpleasant must have happened from the looks of it. How about we take the conversation inside, eh? When you say inside, that wouldn't happen to be Rogue's Tavern, would it? Oh, hey now, didn't think you know about a place like that. I bet you must be quite the heartbreaker with the lasses. That's not it at all. We just have a bit of business to take care of there, that's all. Alright, just pulling your leg, lad. Well, if you're looking for Rogue's Tavern, you're standing right in front of it. It's the brightest house on this road, you can't miss it. No worries though, I'll head there with you guys. Thank you very much. Oh goodness, chat. I'm very sorry, but I'm gonna end it here for tonight. My head is getting completely lightheaded right now after all the shock and whatnot. I'm gonna come back to this next time with a clear head and all, but I'd like to thank you all for coming to tonight's stream. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. If you haven't followed my Twitch channel, please do. I got a YouTube channel where I upload every day, and I'll be back on Friday with new Pokemon Snap. So if you're ready to take some pictures along with me, I hope to see you there, everybody. So until Friday, adios, everybody.